Hey everyone, today I'll be covering correcting injustice using what I call the fallen angels, the Qliphoth. And this is from the Black Magic Evocation, sort of an overview of a few of the spirits from the very powerful book. It's this one right here. This is one of the pages from it, from the last spirit. Very notorious sort of occult text because it's very, not rare, but hard to find. I guess it could be classed as rare, but I have used this. This is only for break the glass scenarios where you have to pull out the extinguisher and put out the fire because life got interesting and your enemies got really, really aggressive in ways that you can't tolerate. And this is not about whatever small fits of family, just stupid stuff. This is about serious, I need this person out of my life. They are preventing me from being happy. I cannot stand the fact that they're in my life and they're harming possibly others too, and I can't tolerate that. This is for heavy stuff, reserved for the worst of the worst, evil people. If you have any hesitation or reservations with working with the Qliphoth or the Fallen Angels, or even cursing in general, just shut off this video now because this is going to get really real. Let's just say that. Working with the Qliphoth, by the way, is very intense. They will push out your insecurities pretty much at the surface. So if you have any problems, like, I don't know, like you have self-esteem issues, that's going to come to the surface. I felt it for a little less than a few months when I first got the book, because the book itself, this book right here, has a lot of spirits attached to it. The 72 Qliphothic, I call them fallen angels, that's what they revealed themselves to me as. And this is no joke in terms of transforming your life and really feeling that incredibly intense but heavy and positive evolutionary energy through you, and in this case push through your enemies. But yeah, if you have any reservations about going full out, not to death, we're not killing here, we're not doing killing curses here, which is not simple, by the way. You can do life destruction and sort of emotional torment and other things, but killing curses are on another level. I don't care who claims to be able to kill just like that, just, simple as day. It's not as clear and cut. It's like getting your PhD overnight. Like, okay, just words. It doesn't mean anything. This is real stuff, real cursing, and I've done it, but it's not simple stuff when you consider what you're doing and what it takes to embrace the Qliphothic angels in totality and embrace that energy into your life. But yeah, Melahel, I only have one of the pictures here, and you can see from the book it already states that Rehoel is a baneful angel, but he can be used for other things as well. Very powerful sigil right there. If you meditate on that, you will feel him course through you, and that's no joke. That's why this video has not a disclaimer, but just a warning, verbal warning, so that if you don't want this energy in your life, just know that it's kind of inevitable in a way, because people go to demons for curse work, but it's kind of not really misplaced, but they don't understand curse work. If the demons are the only spirit that you look to for curse work, I mean, the Greek spirits can be used for it, Sumerians, Egyptians are fucking crazy for curse work, but even elementals can do it. The jinn are an entirely different class. Angels are very heavy with their cursing, but I think demons would be one of the last I would use, because they're very unique and sort of very particular about their cursing. But Melahel, getting back to this, can do two levels of it, small and large. Enemies know when you use the small curse for Melahel, they know they messed up and it's emotional torment. Low level, where they're sorry, kind of shamed, guilty. And you can see it if you're around these enemies on a daily and weekly basis. You'll see that they're kind of messed up, kind of emotionally drained, sort of, they don't feel right, their energy isn't good. And in many ways, you'll just know through intuition that they are suffering. And the large curse here is more about sort of pushing them to the limit, because you kind of suspect and know and see kind of that they are harming other people aside from you, and you just, for one, you're getting attacked, you're being affected by them, and they won't stop. You thought maybe of doing something else just to prevent them from contaminating you with their energy, or affecting you in some way, but this is like kind of a midlife crisis, and they are removed from your life. Both of them kind of remove them or you from from each other's sphere of influence, and it's not in a turbulent way. Like, let's say you're in a workplace and they work there, but you don't want to work there anymore. You have to be very clear about your requests here, because they might shift you to a different workplace and you might not like that, and that remove them from your sphere of influence, but that means that you left. But you have to be kind of more particular about how you task them and how you ask for your requests. So that's like a midlife crisis, and it just forces them to reflect and know that they're bad people. And then the big one, pretty much the life destruction, which is not simple. I have seen this kind of with people that are very nasty, and I left it for several months. I let them reveal themselves, the other angels and spirits, to help them reveal themselves. But Rahuel is not a kind of doesn't matter for the spelling, by the way. It's the same stuff, but it's life destruction. They know that they're destroyed beyond repair, or so they think, and they have to move house. They have to probably change up relationships. They probably ostracized and sort of demonized by their family. They know these are evil people. The family and friends are now kind of against them. They are pushed to the limit, and they are unable to recover in very major ways. And that's like really interesting, because most people don't see it in terms of raw, not energy, but raw just life destruction in terms of like midlife crisis, late life crisis, whatever. And this pushes them through their personal lessons faster. In most cases, we don't care. We just want them to leave our lives, and that's perfectly fine. I respect that entirely. But the last point I'll make here, again, is that killing curses are not as simple or easy. You can do curses that affect health. You can do curses that affect sort of people thinking that, somebody's out to get them, whatever, but killing curses are definitely possible, just not very common. And people who claim in any way to be able to kill with magic in any frame of mind so easily, that has to be questioned, because I've seen it a lot of times claimed, but in verifying it with the spirits of with my own two eyes, the people, it's just not really a thing. But this is about, as I said in the title, correcting injustice, and it can be very powerful to just work with these spirits to know that life is good again, and that everything will be fine, just so as long as you sort of meditate on your life being better, rather than their lives just destroying and disintegrating and dissolving. Because restoring justice to a situation just means that they fucked up, know that they're bad off, and you move on to a positive life. You don't dwell in the negative, and that's what the spirits, the fallen angels, have taught me about curse work, that you need to move the hell on with your life and not dwell on their sort of negativity. And sometimes this is very, very private stuff. Like, you don't tell anybody in some cases, but it's a very personal, very spiritual activity of cursing and venting that energy out and sort of pulling back into positive energy so that your life can be happy again. But this is pretty powerful stuff. That's all I have for these two spirits in particular. We'll be covering Greek spirits, other angels, not so much demons. Demons want to be known for other stuff now. Sumerians, Egyptian curses are just insanity. So that's possibly even more intense and rough than this stuff. But yeah, if you have any other questions or concerns, please click on the links below or contact me directly through the links below. Thank you.